Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your girl CHRESYLIUS. Yes, Chrysilius. Hold on, let me check to make sure we Gucci. Alright, I think so. Alright. It's been a long day for me. I'm tired, y'all. But here I am ready to play a game with you. Let's start. Marlon's Mystery. Join me as I, Abby, and my lovely assistant Jared try to uncover the murder of Edward Taylor. It says continue, but we starting from the beginning. Y'all let me know if anything happens. We're gonna keep this stream rolling with the best of energy because I need good energy today, y'all. It sounds good from my end. Okay. Abby, honey, don't you think it's a little late to read? Come on, Dad. I'm almost done. My little lady, at this pace, you're going to read all my investigations. You should slow down so you don't miss any details. They are all very interesting, and the nights here are very boring. Okay, for now, you can get away with it. But remember, we're going back to Burning tomorrow. If I go to sleep early, will you let me read your research during the trip? It's not finished yet, but I'm about to find something huge. All my clues. Abby, wake up. We got a new case. I feel like Jared would have like an accent. Yeah, bear with me. This is my lunch. I know I said lunch. Y'all want me be in tip-top shape for when I read, right? Hold up. Alright. Good morning, Abby. You can't even blink with so much ink. What are you talking about, Jared? I don't know. I just wanted to try something new. Anyway, did you fall asleep reading again? Since we met, you haven't slept much. For me, it's okay to sleep little, and I concentrate better at night. So I went over some old cases. Speaking of cases, we got a new one. The postman came very early today. It was about time. We haven't had a new case in days. I'll leave the letter on your desk. In the meantime, I'll make you some coffee to clear your mind. Abby and Jared, together against crime. Wonderful. We love Jared. He seems like a good assistant. He's gonna really be pulling his weight. Alright, y'all. Let's keep it going. Let's keep this motion. A murder case? No more lost pets and unfaithful husbands? I hope the murderer is ready to get caught. This is our chance. Maybe I should read the letter more carefully. Bag. All the objects will be stored in the bag. Some objects can be inspected or used in your deductions. Your deductions. New object added to bag. Miss Abby Marlon. Some time ago, I read in the papers that you solved the case of Duchess Margaret's necklace. I would like to hire your services to investigate a murder that unfortunately involved my family. I will give you more details in person. Please, come to the Taylor's residence at the end of Beavier Avenue next Wednesday at 2 p.m. Evelyn Taylor. I should talk to Jared before I go. I guess we're getting straight to the point then. Alrighty. Let's go. Have you read the letter? Yes. There were not many details, but we got the address. Are you ready? Well, I'm a bit nervous. Don't worry, everything is gonna be fine. And you? Aren't you nervous? It's our first murder case. Rather, I'm excited. At least we have a chance and we have to seize it. Yes, every time we get more serious cases, it looks like we're starting to gain popularity. That's because we make a good team. Well, although it's you who ends up doing most of the work. Don't say that. Your notes always end up being very useful to us. I'm so proud of you. I would even say you're the best assistant I've ever had. You're going to make me blush. Hang on. You've never had another assistant. Well, it's getting late. We should go now. Played it all. Hey, welcome. I know, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Use a map to travel different locations. I'm trying to solve this murder. No matter how long it takes. Actually, it does matter. Tomorrow's Anime Sunday. Y'all be ready to tune in? You know, when you eat stuff that has crust, it just gets stuck to your teeth. Gotta stay hydrated. Welcome. Please come in. You're 2 minutes late. You're so goofy. Sorry for the inconvenience. My name is Abby Marlon, and this is my assistant Jared. It's alright. I apologize for not having been more specific in the letter I sent you. I prefer to tell you the details in person. Don't worry. Usually we don't get a lot of details by letter. Well then, I'll start telling you what happened. If you don't mind, I'll take notes for the investigation. Of course, please write down everything you consider is necessary, but quietly. Last Friday the 5th, our dear father, Edward, was murdered. Hey, yo, you for real? It's crazy because we didn't have this issue with Minecraft. Anyway, we're back after technical difficulties. I actually think we're good this time. Sunshine, I'm gonna make you a moderator for real. Last Friday, the 5th, our father, Edward, was murdered. Oh, we're sorry for your loss. That's weird. It's been 2 weeks since he was murdered, and they are contacting now a private detective. Somebody hired some. Ooh, excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. My father was stabbed in the bedroom that night, without mercy. Do you suspect anyone? I'm afraid to say, my sister Eleanor. Do you think your sister murdered your father? Very much to my regret. That is what I think. She stabbed my father and then escaped with the inheritance he had left us. I've heard good things about you, so I decided to contact you to find her. Since the murder, we haven't been able to find her, and lately she's been acting a little strange. So, more than a murder case, it's like a search and arrest case? Could you give us more information about Eleanor? What was she wearing that night? Where she went? Well, she wasn't at home that night, so I cannot tell. The only thing I can give you is the picture of her. Thank you. It will be of great help to us. But if she wasn't at home that night, how did you know it was your sister? Because Elton saw it all. And who was Elton? He's my younger brother. I'll tell him to come so he can tell you what happened. Oh, I almost forgot. I had thought of a little test to see if you are the right ones for this task. And in case you're not able to figure it out, I have to ask you to leave this house. All you need to do is figure out which object has disappeared from this room. I guess it's not even a challenge for you, Detective Marlon. I'll be right back with my brother. My bad. I gotta shift. It's cold. That's why I got blankets. And y'all can't see my blankets, but I got them. She's got quite a temper. Looking at her handwriting, I'd say she was very nice. Judging somebody's personality based on their handwriting, that's not a bad thing, but it seems like she has underestimated our research capacity. Let's look for clues and show her what we're made of. Jared, let's do it. New object added to bag. So this is a picture of her sister. Is this recent? How old is her sister? The fireplace is intact. It seems they don't use often. Surely they don't like the smell of ash. Hang on. Look what's under that log. It looks like a piece of pottery. It shines slightly. Neat handwriting equals nice person is a crazy assessment. Perhaps we should analyze it in more detail. New object added to the bag. To the bag. Get into the bag. Shards of ceramic. It looks like the tailors are striving for maintaining everything in order in this room, especially at their fireplace. That's true. There's still something that doesn't feel right to me here. Yeah, something doesn't feel right. I think we can make a deduction based on what we have. Alright, when you're ready, open your bag and send the items to the board. Board. Use the board to create your deductions, place the objects on it from the inventory. Assumption, proof, equals deduction. The lost object, apparently the object that disappeared from the living room, is a dish. The shards were spread all over the fireplace. Someone must have dropped it. We got it. I have to say that it has been easier than I expected. That's because we make a great team. From the piece of pottery, we can deduce that the dish did not disappear. It was broken. But who could have broken it? The incompetent police. They broke it when they were collecting evidence in the living room. Damned louts. Anyway, this is my brother, Elton. Hello, my name is Elton Taylor. Nice to meet you. Hello, Abby and Joseph, right? Actually, Evelyn told me about you. I guess you want me to tell you what I saw that night, right? That's right. It would be of great help to us to clarify the investigation. Of course, I'll tell you everything my eyes saw. That Friday, I came home after a badminton game around 6 p.m. I remember being tired after having won 3 sets in a row. Not everyone gets that streak, you know. So I had a shower and went straight to bed. Hours later, a noise woke me up. I looked at the clock. It was about 10:20 p.m. I got up to see what was going on when all of a sudden, I saw my sister Eleanor running down the hall with a backpack. She left so fast that I didn't have time to ask her what was going on. Then I went running to my father's bedroom, and there it was, where I found him on the floor. I will never be able to erase that image from my mind. It must have been really hard to see. It was. After that, I immediately called the police. Did they find anything? The only thing they found was my beautiful crockery. And they shattered it. Just so incompetent. And to top it all, to this day, Eleanor's whereabouts remain unknown. They haven't made any progress. Yes, I have it on good faith how useful the police can be. Is it because she's black? Is it because she's black? It's because she's black, and it the voice impression looks like you talk about Elton. It's because he got that gut. That gut just give like, and they come from a wealthy family. Like, this is a murder over an inheritance. Like, let's be for real. Let's be for real. That is why we have decided to count on your services to help us find her. All right. We'll start the investigation right away. If you don't mind, we'll explore the house and ask you a few questions. Jared, are you ready? Of course. How was your relationship with Eleanor? We never had a close relationship, although since our mother, Eve, died, it got even worse. Maybe I can delve more into their mother. I'm sorry to bring it up, but you mentioned your mother earlier. Would you mind telling us more about her? My mother passed away 10 years ago because of the influenza. She and Eleanor had a very special relationship. They had always been very close. The reason Eleanor didn't get along with my father, it was because he never spent time with us in our childhood, nor with my mother in the last moments of her life. He was always focused on his work, and Eleanor never forgave him. I mean, it's a valid reason. Like, do you know if Edward was home when you arrived? Surely, yes. He was probably in his room, resting. For any reason in particular? Yes, lately my father had severe breathing problems. The doctor recommended him to rest and stay at home. I want to know what was the cause of death? Like, what was the police? Oh, then they said the police ain't doing shit. Is it possible to take a look at Edward's bedroom? Of course. Simon? Well, it seems he's not here. Well, You can go by yourselves. The room is upstairs, taking the left corridor. How hospitable. You just letting people walk around your house. We may be detectives, but I don't know this house. So this is the crime scene. Jared, you ready? Yeah, but I was expecting something more different. Well, it's been 2 weeks since the murder, so it makes sense that they've tidied up. This doesn't work in our favor, but it shouldn't be a problem, should it? Of course. Let's start investigating. It's a problem. It's a big ass problem. Look at this. It's a spotless floor. I don't know if there was blood. I don't know if he was stabbed. Like, even if the police ain't doing their job, if I was here when the murder happened, I could at least get a good synopsis of what may or may not have been wrong. Cause like, can I ask, like, was there blood on the floor? It didn't look like blood on the floor in a flashback, but it looks like the sheets have been changed. We won't find much in the bed. A cane. It seems that Edward had trouble walking. Ah, he was disabled. A picture of Eve. She looks a lot like Evelyn. You can see the lush Taylor's garden from here. A door. Oh no, it's locked. So the goal is to find the murderer, and right now I guess we are assuming the murderer is her sister, but I feel like it's more to that. I feel like somebody else might have killed their dad, or I feel like it might have been Elton for real. I hope I can suspect everybody, because we not just gonna, y'all fighting over the inheritance. So you think she killed your dad and took off with the inheritance? How do I know your sister didn't find your father dead, get spooked, run away, and you blaming it on her, and you got the inheritance? Whole time, plot twist. The plot get thickest. What do you think there'll be inside? May I help you? Ah, my gosh, what a fright. I'm Simon, the Taylor family butler. If you're trying to get into the room, it's locked, as you may have already seen. Excuse me, we're detectives hired by Evelyn. This is Abby, and I'm Jared, investigating Edward's murder. So, you're the investigators. If you don't mind, I'll be over here tidying up the room. If you need anything, don't hesitate to ask me. But the room is already spotless. I'm sure he just wants to keep an eye on us. You acting real suspicious, Simon. Would you mind opening the door for us? We'd like to search here inside. We'd like to research here inside too. Even if I wanted to, it's impossible. The door is locked the only way. Damn, I read that sentence 50 Shades of Wrong. Plot twist, Evelyn didn't do it. It was her sister. Right. That door is locked, and the only one who has the key is Mr. Ethan. Ethan is the eldest son, and right now, if I'm not mistaken, he will be at the factory working. The factory? The Taylor family owns a textile factory on the outskirts of town. What a letdown. It seems that we'll be able to investigate with very little in this room. Why don't you look in Eleanor's room? The police barely investigated there. Maybe you can find something interesting. I'll show you where it is. Why are y'all trying to push the blame on her? Okay. So, this is Eleanor's room. It looks very tidy, too. Interesting. Let's see if we can find anything to give us a clue where she might have gone. He bumping. Let's see. Eleanor seems to like the avant-garde movement. Y'all gonna I'm telling you, I'm gonna keep doing these script readings, and y'all gonna learn my true level of illiteracy. It looked like it looks like this drawer is locked. She might keep her journals in there. We could force the lock. I don't think we should. Yeah, I'd be down to get violent. We gotta solve these crimes. There are letters inside this box. They look like letters from a friend of hers. I don't know if these will be useful to us. Look at this one. Maybe we can get some information. What the letters say? Them glasses is needed. First of all, I can see close up. I can't see far away. I hate it when people speculate that people that need glasses can't see, period, point blank. No, it's either one or the other. I can't see far away, but I can see close up. The monitor is right here. As far as the camera is from my face, is how far the monitor is from my face, okay? Thanks. We're gonna read this letter. How are you, Eleanor? I hope you're doing well. I had a great time at the cottage, and we went the other day. I know this is your favorite place, although I'm sorry for having broken the swing at the entrance. I know you had good memories of it. I hope we can come back soon. The letter seems to be recent. If only we had a clue to that favorite place. An honorary law degree certificate awarded to Eleanor Taylor. So this is just making me feel like she definitely didn't kill him, because if she a lawyer, why she going around committing murder? It don't make me no never mind. Don't you find this mark strange? It looks like they took something off the wall. Let's ask Simon. Maybe he knows something. Eleanor's desk. It has law books and a copy of A Room of One's Own by Virginia Woolf. Is that it? These flowers give a spring scent to the whole room. A box of cookies. But there are only buttons inside. We all got one of those. I actually was at the store earlier today. We was at the store earlier today and I seen a tin can with those buttons in it. And Caleb told me to put them down, Grandma. But they were empty. It was like the tin cans that are empty, not the ones that come with the cookies. Them cookies is good. Her being a lawyer still wasn't paying enough. Hey, it's not enough. I don't know who said that would be enough. Like, police, do better. Especially now when we got a family inheritance. I'm over here working. Is there anything you could tell us about Eleanor? You know, you should know that I was hired shortly after the death of Eve, her mother. When I met Eleanor, she was quite reserved. Although other colleagues who worked here before me told me that she had not always been like that. Her mother's death must have greatly affected her. Even her sisters say so. We've seen that there's a big mark on Eleanor's bedroom wall. Was there something hanging? Indeed, there was a board on which Eleanor put notes, but a few days ago, the hook in the wall fell and the frame broke. And could you tell us where the notes on the board are now? Give me a second and I'll get them for you. Here you go. This is what was on the board. Let's see. There are notes from college and some photos. Do you mind if we keep this picture? There's something about it I find interesting. You can keep it, although I don't know how it can be of use to you. Nah, it's not me. It's some of the verbiage in the lingo. Just okay. Wasn't the letter talking about a swing, an old cottage, a swing? Yeah, can I like take these things off the board? Like, I don't know how a eraser's gonna get rid of a picture and a needle, but okay. The letter, the picture. I hope I get to make like a longer line of this. I want these deductions to get longer. Plot twist. Within a plot twist, the butler did it. It's always the butler. See, the butler or the nanny. But it was a old dude, so it had to be the butler and the nurse. If he had breathing problems, I'd hope to think that they gave this man a nurse. The unknown house. Eleanor's friend wrote in the letter that they were at a house with a swing, which matches the photo of Eleanor with her mother. Is it possible that Eleanor is there? It is possible that the house mentioned in the letter is the one in this photo. What makes you think that? Look at the entrance of the house. The swing. Exactly. We should ask Evelyn if she knows this place. Maybe we find some clues there. Deduction. Bro, if this is how, you know, my wide range of search. It's a magic eraser. Yeah, okay. Evelyn, is this house familiar to you? Of course, it's the lake house. We used to spend the summer vacation there when we were kids. It was my mother's favorite place. You used to? Don't you go there anymore? After the passing of my mother, we stopped going. Everything reminded us of her. Could you tell us where the house is? Of course, but the house will surely be in bad shape. It hasn't been visited in 10 years. It's fine. We just want to check something. It's okay if we go early tomorrow, Abby. Yes, I think we've done enough for today. Alright then. When you're ready, let's go back to the office and rest to recharge our energies and continue the investigation. But we good. We're working now. I just gotta stop touching stuff. Y'all know. I always find stuff and then I start touching stuff and it's just like, nah. Where am I going? I'm going back to the office. Technique. Is this the next day? I remember the day I painted those landscapes, and it's been a while since I last used a charcoal pencil. Charcoal pencils are not easy, man. They're very messy. I clicked my desk, Jerry, but yeah, let's call it a day. You see, I'm so gosh darn tired. It's important to get rest. Me. You. Us. Those are my vocal warm-ups. Morning, Abby. Ready to move on? Well, I'd rather sleep a little longer. Let's recap. We found out that the Taylor family has a lake house, and Eleanor could be there. Yes, we should go there. Maybe we'll find something. All right then, let's go. Off to the lake house. For somebody that's not sure how much he'd contribute, he sure is excited. We like his enthusiasm. Yeah, let's go to the lake house to catch a potential murderer. Hopefully we're armed. So she just leave in her office. Well, in the beginning, like I think, you know, wasn't in this video, but the last video I'll have to like clip both, which is going to be annoying. But in the last video, he walked in and she was sleeping in her office, and he said, since I met you, you know, you ain't been sleeping too well. So either you're the problem, Jared, or that bitch just got insomnia. And my vote is for the latter, because we all have insomnia. Look, Abby, there's the lake house. It's beautiful, isn't it? It doesn't seem to be so dilapidated. You're right. Let's take a look. The swing that was mentioned in the letter we found, now it's broken. Well, in the letter it said it was broken too, so... A fishing rod. Some people from the village may come here to fish. Some fish can be seen in the lake. The air here is quite clean compared to the city. The tailor's summer house. These observations are bleak. Well, that's because there's nothing here. The door is locked. What are we going to do now? Let's just go in. We haven't come this far to be stopped by a simple door. But that's against the law. It's called forced entry. I still remember a few tricks from when I was a cop. Make sure no one comes. Hey, what are you two doing here? Oh, I feel like he has like a very arrogant child. Didn't sleep till 5:30 last night. Insomnia hurts. It's funny. I don't think I would have been till 5:30 either. That's hilarious. I was up. I was just up. Let me see. Arrogant voice type. Arrogant voice type. Hey, what are you two doing here? It's not what it seems. We're just looking for information. And you have to break in? Yeah, Abby. Do you have to break in? Okay, we'll find another way. Anyway, who are you and what are you doing here? My name is Gilbert, and I often come here to fish. And who are you? I'm Abby Marlon, and this is my assistant, Jared Evans. We're investigating a Taylor-related murder, and the clues have led us here. That's why we wanted to get inside this house. Well, you shouldn't either. It's illegal. You know, this used to be their vacation home years ago. Maybe you know them. No, I've never seen them. I think we started off on the wrong foot, but you can trust us. If there's anything you've seen... The Taylors used to come here before, but something happened and they never came back. I remember that every day the postman comes at this time, so I've got to go now. What were you going to say, Gilbert? Nothing. I think we've talked enough. Good talk. Swear Abby's voice gets more country every time. Don't she look like a country girl? Oh my gosh. It's fine. I'm a fully adapt to it. That's because when I think of her, I think of Tiana. And I get the Tiana voice. I'm just trying to figure out how to fully allow myself to sink into her accent. That was a bit strange. He's clearly hiding something from us. For now, let's go back to Taylor residence and see if we can find a key or something. That's the spirit. Something related to breaking the law. For now. Something not related to... She do look country. Alright, I'm a fully inept in the country accent. Abby does give country. Look at this house. My God. It's not her house, but still. And it gives like a agency, a black country girl with her English partner. It makes sense. It makes sense. You are back soon. Did you find anything in the house? We've come across the first stone on the road. The door was locked. I don't remember having any spare key of the cottage, but maybe my brother Elton knows something. I think he's home, so you can ask him directly. So y'all just be letting me walk around his house. I don't know where that nigga is. I'm gonna go in his room. Is he in his daddy room? His sister room? He probably here. You know, they say murderers always return to the scene of the crime. It definitely they try to get rid of their sister so that they can take their inheritance. But it's given that if they call the police themselves, then they must really be looking for that hoe. Because if one of my siblings took their inheritance, I'm calling the police. I'm getting a private detective. Because where is you going? Where are you going? Why are you running? Why are you running? Hello, Elton. We have several questions for you. Of course, Joseph. I liked you the other day. Oh, he calling him Joseph. That man's name is Jared. Put some respect on my assistant's name, please. You disrespect. Let me stop. You look resplendent. You look resplendent, Abigail. Or the assistant. Maybe that makes sense. It makes sense. Do you know where the key to the lake house might be? The lake house? The truth is, I don't remember. It's been a long time since the last time we went there. I do remember a lady who was in charge of the housekeeping. I don't know what happened to her. So a lady worked there. Noted. Him and these notes. He get a little silent when he make new notes. I found something, Abby. What did you find? Oh, can I click on his assessment? No? Alright, so I guess if a worker used to work there, who would be the best person to talk to about it? A former worker. Process of elimination. He wasn't in the living room. He wasn't in the... Simon, have you been serving the Taylor family for so long? Since they were teenagers? Miss Abby, may I help you? Yes, certainly. We need to find the keys to the lake house. I'm afraid I won't be able to help you in that matter. You see, the Taylor family workers have spare keys of the places we work in. However, I have only worked in this house. I see. Maybe if we met any former cottage worker. So we need to find someone who has worked at the lake house. I'll write it down in my notebook. Notebook? Oh no, I've lost mine. It is of great importance I recover it. Y'all know Simon hiding something, right? So if the employees work have spare keys according to the key they work, it makes sense that if they're not working there no more, they get the keys back. But you know, rich families, they probably be so invested in other stuff. If I used to work there and they don't go to their house no more, that's my summer home. He did. What you got in that notebook, Simon? What you got in that notebook? So who we talk to about it? Evelyn? She seemed to know the most. She's gonna be the most useful. Evelyn, yesterday you told us the lake house was in bad shape, but it didn't look that bad from the outside. Do you know if anyone's been living there? Not to my knowledge. We read a letter from a friend of Eleanor's talking about that house. Perhaps Eleanor visited that place frequently. That's weird. Why would Evelyn visit that house? Why would Eleanor visit that house? Especially her. So she don't know nothing. How we supposed to get the key then? We gotta go talk to that boy. I don't mean Elton. I meant, what's his name? Gilbert. Greet him? No. Are you sure there was a woman working in that house? Absolutely sure. Do you know what happened to her? Of course well, not really. We had to try. He want to be useful so bad. Let's see what happens when we greet him. What's up, guys? Any news? we still can't get into the lake house. Maybe Simon knows something. You can ask him. All right. Thank you very much, Elton. You're welcome, John. Get his name right. Get his name right. Get his name right. God. People are so useless. Where is Ethan? Where is the eldest son at? I don't know where Simon is. He would go look for his book. I can't even leave out the room. Oh, my bad. It was new dialogue. I thought she was just gonna keep yapping. That's what it's giving. It's giving that everybody like, but why cut out one person? Like, why everybody be a part of it and cut out one person? Unless Eleanor did do it on behalf, like on her eldest brother's, you know, wishes. Unless, you know, unless he's that type of older vindictive brother. I don't know. I think Abby said something like, don't you find it weird? Don't you find it weird that Eleanor, I don't know what she said. After all, Eleanor was the one who had the closest relationship to my mother. So basically, it just makes sense that Eleanor would be the one to want to go there because it reminds them of her mom. And especially in times like these, she would probably miss her mom the most. And after her death, she was devastated. I can hardly imagine visiting the house frequently, especially considering the memories we have from there. I'm just assuming after every conversation, somebody gonna move. That man really not coming back. He lost his book and just dipped. He do. He gonna slip. Especially since he can't even remember people's names. He definitely can't keep it secret. Alright. Let's go back to Lake House. Alright, guys. Oh, she not gonna try and break in now? It's because Jared here. He keeps our morals high. Or let me see. Elton got more to talk about. He definitely seemed like he want to spill something. Alright then. If we can't go nowhere further, then that means it must be time to make. I can't make can I make a deduction? The housekeeper, apparently the housekeeper of the lake house could have the spare keys. So clearly, even if something is plain sight, I still have to properly deduce that to progress the story. So please remind me to do that, because I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll figure something out, and I'll just keep playing thinking like the game, okay, I figured it out, some characters naturally did. No, I have to acknowledge that we figured it out. I gotta put the clues together. We're baseline detectives. We gotta, from the bottom up, everything. We got a board. That's it. Do you remember Elton talked about a lady who worked at the lake house? That's true. Maybe she has a spare key. At least we can try. Let's ask the Taylor brothers about her. My voice for Jared sometimes switches between English and Australian. Are you sure that... Oh, we already talked about this for him. Then let's go talk to the person who knows the most in this house. Or at least can have answers. See? Could you tell us about the lady that worked at the lake house? Do you mean Marlon? The truth is, I don't know what happened to her. Excuse the interruption, Miss Evelyn. Mr. Ethan has come back home. There he is! You old so-and-so. Splendid. I think it's a good time for you to meet him. In fact, he has asked me that Miss Abby and her companion report to Mr. Edwards' office. Sure, we'll be right there. New location in the house. Yeah, I sway between English and Australian. I'm trying to keep it English. I don't know what kind of voice I want to give him. Oh, please come in. Please come in. Make yourselves comfortable. I'm glad we can finally get to meet each other. My name is Ethan. I'm the chairman of the Taylor family business and the older brother. As I understand it, you're in charge of clarifying all this matter. Is that correct? That's right. Take it for granted that we'll find Eleanor. Abby Marlon and Jared Evans, right? That's right. These siblings get on my nerves. They not Evelyn. It's mainly the boys. Like, y'all, just so head up your ass. Oh my gosh. They notice how they keep cutting dialogue off? That's why I'm acting so lagged. It's because they keep cutting my dialogue off. Shut up. I'm sorry. I've done a lot of research and I've come aware that you don't usually handle very important cases. However, you did find the Countess Margaret's diamond. He said Countess. The sister said Duchess. Okay. Margaret's diamond headband. I thought it was a necklace. Somebody lying. Because we're going to go back and look at her sister's letter. Because she said Countess Duchess. She said Duchess Margaret's necklace. Diamond necklace. He said Countess Margaret's diamond headband. Okay, I may be reading into this, but somebody's stupid. And it's not me. I hope my sister didn't make a mistake in counting on your service. It's only a matter of time before we get to Eleanor. Time is what worries me. Notwithstanding, if you need anything, don't hesitate to ask me. So within reason, ask him. We finna look in this room. That's what we finna do. A Madison Mad. Looks like the Taylors have at least have the latest technology. Look, Abby, a box with very small key lock. We don't have a key. We don't have any key like that, though. I'll write it down. Maybe it will be useful in the future. There's a lot of locked doors in this house. What's this letter? It's Eleanor's. Seriously? It talks about an investigation. It might be important information. I'll keep it for later. Oh, we finding shit in this room. Yeah, this family's suspicious as hell to me. Seems like Edward could see the entrance to the house from here. I want to say something. I feel like Ethan might have been involved. I don't know, but he was away. Away. I want to say, they said he could see the entrance from the house, from his office. Oh, he died in his bedroom, so naturally he wouldn't have seen it coming. Sorry. We can't even look nowhere. Do you happen to have a spare key to the lake house? Afraid not. It's been years since we've been there for the last time. And wouldn't you happen to know where we find the lady who worked there? Since all Taylor workers have a spare key to the places they work in. Well. I see you're doing your job well. In this case, you mean Marlon. Where could we find her? She lived in Coal Peaks, but I haven't heard from her in a long time. For us, it is enough. If you could tell us a place and a name. Yeah, we're good at finding people with a name. We already have a name and a place. Yes, but I think we should go to Coal Peaks tomorrow. You're right, it's a little late. Although we could still investigate more around here. Yes, and then there's a few things I want to ask Ethan. Alright, when you're done, we should go back to the office. I think I might have looked at everything in the room if that's the case. You told us earlier that you're the chairman of the company. Wasn't that position of your father? Well, after his passing, someone had to take over the family business. And of the 4 brothers, I'm the most prepared for the spot. Do you have any idea where Eleanor might have gone? At first, we suspected she might be at her college housing. But we sent their entire police force and they couldn't find her. She must have gone somewhere more hidden. So, she gotta be young. If that picture gotta be recent. Alright. I think, let's go back to the office and make our deductions. I'm ready to get out this goddamn house. Right! He could have did it to take his father's spot. Type shit. What are we doing? Let's go to the bag. Let's look at this letter. A letter where Eleanor tells Edward about an investigation. I finally made some progress. To be honest, the investigation about what happened here is way harder than I thought it would be. The locals don't talk about it. However, I won't give up. See, it's giving Eleanor is innocent. Her and her father was clearly working on something. What I wanted to go back before. See? It says that you solved the case of Duchess Margaret's necklace. She didn't say diamond or not, but she said necklace. Her brother said countess and said her headband. I don't know if that's important, but it feels important to me, so it feels important based on character traits. It might have just been a illustration error. We got more things to do, more people to see, more places to be. When it's cold and your hand cramping. Come on, honey. We have to hurry and pick everything up. But Dad, we just moved in. Why do we have to move house already? We can't stay here. It's not safe. I'm sorry you have to go through this, Abby. But when I get all the evidence to give them over to the police, we won't have to hide anymore. It's giving her father was framed for something. Now let's hurry and don't forget your paintings. Abby, wake up. I'm not gonna lie, him waking me up from these dreams, especially when I'm getting to the good part, kind of making me mad. But I get it. Work. We got to work. Alright. We have to go to Coal Peaks. Give me just a moment. Have you dreamed about your father again? Yes. I haven't stopped dreaming about him lately. But let's forget about it now. Coal Peaks is waiting for us. Yeah, don't talk about my daddy. Is that Gilbert I see? That guy looks familiar to me. What was his name? Hey, Gilbert. What are you doing here? I know you. You're the house invaders for the lake house. We're not home invaders, we're detectives. You can't fool me. I caught you the other day trying to break into that house. Wow, Jared. Someone finally discovered your true nature. But Abby, don't be mad. I was just kidding. Now, seriously, Gilbert, it would be very helpful if you collaborated with us. I already told you I have nothing to do with with either that house or the girl you're looking for. Are you friends of Gilbert? No, they're a bunch of shabby detectives who won't stop following me. Oh, did you steal apples from Claudia's stall again? I haven't done anything. You know what? I'm out of here. I feel like he'll have like a whiny kid's voice. Right? That's what I'm saying. It would be so. I feel like that's. I kind of like that though. It's a different take. See, when we played Minecraft, we knew the cause of death and everything. We got to, put two and two together and see who potentially had the most motive for doing these things and stuff like that. But with this one, we didn't even get to look at the body. Like, we didn't even get to investigate the crime, see what happened. They just said he saw his father on the floor and ran out in a backpack. Like, the siblings didn't give us no details. None. And even still, like, it's something that you can get from at first glance. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just very in tune when stuff happens like this. I don't like to be left with questions. Let me think about a voice for him. I apologize if my friend has caused you any trouble. By the way, my name's Thomas. Don't worry about it. We're trying to find a friend. Don't you happen to know her? Her name is Eleanor. Well, the truth is, I don't know any girl with that name. Well, we had to try. I still think we could ask him more questions, though. She might go by a different name. We could show him her picture. Do you know a woman named Marlon? Marlon? Now you're going to question my friend? Can you get out of here? You're not trying to answer no questions, and yet what's it called? Impeding an investigation. Yes, he's more reliable than you. Right, Abby, tell him. Besides, I don't think you know who Marlon is. Tis. I can tell you're outsiders. No one calls Molly that way. Molly? Huh. Molly the barkeep. Thomas. Molly the barkeeper. Noted. You see, it's not that bad to collaborate with us. I'm gonna say cooperate. It's Armin in a different world. He do look like Armin. Now I gotta clip his picture in front of him now. He do look like Armin. You see, it's not that bad to cooperate with us, Gilbert. Let's get out of here, Thomas. Nice trick, Abby. I knew he was going to get in the way. Well, now all we have to do is find this Molly. Where can we start looking? Maybe we can first go to the bar with the big sign that says Molly's with a giant picture of beer. Noted. I was thinking that too. As soon as he said, where should we start looking? Maybe the big ass sign place that says Molly's. I'm clicking it. Oh, wait. I should give Molly a redneck accent. So many voices to remember. God, they will be changing. This place don't look like it get many customers. I don't know what kind of voice I want to give her. Let me start reading it, and maybe it'll come to me. Welcome to Coles, my friends. Make yourselves at home. Or maybe a Russian. Maybe a Russian accent. So, what can I get you? Yeah, a Russian accent. She looks like she could be Russian. Well, for now, we just want some information. But if everything goes all right, a beer? Do you know Molly? You're talking to her, sweetie. Nah. It's definitely like another country accent. You're talking to her, sweetie. Yeah, okay. That's Molly. That's Molly. Are you Molly? That's right. What do you want from me? My name is Abby, and this is Jared, private detectives. We come on behalf of Taylor family, and we're wondering if you happen to have a spare key to the lake house. Why would you want to get into that house? We're looking for Eleanor. Eleanor? Is something wrong with her? She's disappeared. The Taylor family's hired us to find her. If you gave us the keys to the house, we may have found clues to find her. Don't count on it. What? Look, just from the look on your faces, I know you're hiding something from me. Why would Eleanor disappear? There's something fishy going on here. It's not to lie. We need to find Eleanor. Look here. In Cold Peaks, you can't make any omelets without breaking a few eggs. So I'm not giving you any key until you tell me what's going on. Well then, I guess I have no choice. Oh, we boxing? Oh. Abby and Jerry told her what happened. At least they skipped the dialogue. I like that. Eleanor wouldn't be able to do such a thing. There must be a mistake. That's why we're investigating. We want to find out what happened. Alright, I'll give you the keys. But in exchange, I want you to keep me informed about the case. Deal. I'll get a beer. Why did you stop working for the Taylors? Well, that's not a decision I made. After Eve Taylor passed, Edward told me they were going to stop going to the cottage so they would no longer need my services. Was that when you decided to open the bar? That's right, little boy. What could you tell us about Eleanor? I remember she was very close to her mother. I always saw them reading or playing by the lake. Until, well, you know what happened. Did you ever see Eleanor again after Eve passed away? The truth is, I didn't. It seems to have really affected her. Poor girl. Well, we got the keys. A newspaper mentioning the closings of another store in Cold Peaks. Looks like there's going to be bad here. Things are going bad in here. An illustration of a well-known beer brand. There's a wide variety of brands, but it's all whiskey. Let's go back to the liquors. Stabbing on the beach, do 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 do. Stabbing on the beach, do do do. It seems that the key won't fit in here. Let me try. I'm sure there's a catch. I'm an expert on antique doors. After all, that was the only thing you could find in my grandmother's house. Here you are. Open. See? And you thought you wouldn't be useful. I was gonna break in the house. What the hell? Did I not go in the house? Alright, let's look for clues. Don't you think it's strange? What do you mean? For a place that has been abandoned for years, there's not much dust accumulated. You're right. Something just doesn't feel right. Maybe the absence of dust means that someone has been visiting this house? It's very likely. Come on, let's investigate a little more. There's blood and bandages on the table. Someone's definitely been here. And it was leaking. Okay. Look, Abby, a key. It has a somewhat strange shape. Let's keep it. I think we've seen before this shape. I think we've seen the shape somewhere before. These drawings. It looks like they've been done by Evelyn. How do you know? Well, it's got her name written on the bottom. We could take them to her. They might bring back good memories. Or not. Maybe if we bring this dinnerware to Evelyn, she'll forget about losing the other one. Did they belong to Evelyn or Eleanor? Evelyn. Okay. So, let me see, am I missing anything? I think that's all we're gonna find. This key. Two flips on the side, two flips on the bottom. Yeah! It's the perfect place to hide a key to somewhere as important as your desk. Because don't nobody go in this house. The mysterious dresser the key found in the lake house fits the dresser in Eleanor's room. What's inside? I knew I'd seen that shape before. What do you mean? Remember the lock on Eleanor's room? Yes, so? If you look at this key from the front, it has the same shape as the lock. That's true. We need to see what's inside the drawer. Not so fast. I think we should wait till tomorrow. You're right. It's getting late. We'd better rest for today. Let's go back to the office. It's funny, Abby being the one saying, let's call it a night. Rest is very important. Very important. Good morning, Abby. Can I get you morning coffee? Yes, thanks. I need to first clear my head a little bit, and then we're heading to the Taylor's house. I'm glad there was no dream interruption. I honestly don't think I could take it. I feel her mental strain. But I want to know what happened to her daddy. Can I look around? Old case files. We've been so busy we haven't even unpacked the brochures advertising the office. How ironic. I wasn't even pointing at the clock, girl. Alright. Evelyn, we found something in the drawers at the lake house. They're yours? What? They are already quite old. There are many drawings of dresses. Did you like fashion when you were a kid? Let's say I did like it, although it has always been an unfulfilled dream. Now let's go to her bedroom. Hopefully I feel like Simon is nosy as hell. Ooh, what if Simon took the lock? What if Simon put the lock in the house? Cause he did, and then he interrupted when we was trying to talk to Evelyn about Marlon. He could have waited. That's not butler. Like butlers don't interrupt things like that. That's so unprofessional, Simon. So, this is the lock. You were right. The key has the same shape. Let's see what's inside. Look at that newspaper, Jared. Catastrophe in Coles Peaks. Why would Eleanor keep an old newspaper? Maybe we could link it to some of the clues we already had. Oh, the letter with her dad. The letter with her dad. She was investigating something. Oh, we are moving. No dream cliffhangers. Eleanor's investigation. Eleanor was investigating a catastrophe that took place in Coal Peaks. What could have happened? So, Eleanor was investigating the accident in Coal Peaks. We need to go back and ask Molly about it. Let's go. Yeah, she said she want to be updated. Let's go update her. See, I like that we don't have to go through like doors and doors and doors. Oh shit. Ooh, I get to be ignorant. I told you I know nothing. Ooh, another black baddie. Is that a badge? Ooh, she another detective. I gotta give her a even stankier attitude than Abby. You should cooperate. After all, that's what he would have wanted. You have no idea what he would have wanted. I came here to drink, not to be interrogated, so leave me alone. We'll meet again when you're ready to talk. Whoa. What an argument. Wait. Mariah? Abby? I never expected to find you in a place like this. Oh, see, they both got the same country accent. They know each other. I love this game. Neither would I. What are you doing here? I can ask you the same. I can't give you all the details. It's confidential. What about you? Did you come for a drink? Well, the truth is that our reasons to be here are confidential too. Oh, who's the good-looking guy? I'm Jared, Abby's assistant. So you're still with the agency? Yes, we're doing fine. I'm glad you're doing well. We could meet sometime to chat up, to catch up, if you want. Of course. Great. Well, I have to go. Talk to you later. Hey, are you going to tell me who that was? Maybe later. Now we have to continue with the investigation. Ooh. Sister, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Is that her sister? I don't know. When did this game come out? Otherwise, it could be a variety of answers. But it's definitely given they came from the same hometown, like childhood friends or something. They definitely close though. Excuse me. Why is it so difficult in this town to have a beer without being annoyed? My goodness, quite a temper. Bitch. Tough day from what I see. I apologize for all the ruckus. It's not usual so early. What's up, sweetie? Do you know what they are arguing about? I have no idea. The girl asked David some questions, but I wasn't paying much attention. We've made some progress and wanted to ask you. Do you know anything about an accident in Coral Peaks? The mine accident? How could I forget? Would you mind telling us what happened? A few years ago, there was a collapse in the coal mines. Flashback. The coal mine workers were buried in it. 60 men lost their lives in the accident. Damn. It was a very hard catastrophe for the people in this town. Damn. Many acquaintances were there. Since then, the town has never been what it was. I'm sorry to hear that, Molly. It must have been horrible. To this day, it is still a sensitive subject. It's something we don't usually talk about. Why would Eleanor be investigating that accident? This is what we have to find out. We can ask the square. Maybe someone knows something. Oh shit. They know I did not click that. What the cuss? Okay, Nintendo. Hey, look, a handkerchief. I wonder who it belongs to. Isn't that Gilbert's friend? It might be his. Besides, he's coming this way. Hello. Have you seen Gilbert? I'm looking for him. We haven't seen him today. By the way, is this handkerchief yours? No, I think it's Gilbert's. If he's not around, he probably went to the lake to fish. Jared, let me see that handkerchief for a second. I've got a feeling I've seen this print somewhere. Oh, is it Eleanor's? Is it Eleanor's? Yes, maybe we should check what we have so far. Plus, we just I glitched to the fishing hole and he wasn't there. Or maybe you gotta activate it. It's a match! To the board, to the board, to the board. To the board, to the board. To the board. I'm getting really good at this seduction thing, you guys. Eleanor's handkerchief. The handkerchief we found at the square of Cold Peaks belongs to Eleanor, but according to Thomas, it belongs to Gilbert. Why would she have that handkerchief? I knew it. The print on the handkerchief is the same as Eleanor's in the photo. Do you think it's the same one? That's what we have to find out. We have to find Gilbert first, though. Oh ha ha ha! How was the fishing? Oh no, it's you again. What do you want now? We just want to ask you some questions. Why am I not surprised? We found your handkerchief in the square. Here you are. Thank you. I was looking for it. So it's yours, huh? Yes. And you don't think it looks a lot like the one in this photo? Wait, that's... So you recognize Eleanor too? Leave me alone. I'm sure Eleanor came here to run away from you. By here, you mean this house? Nice call, Jared. We got you, Gilbert. I think it's time you cooperate with us. I don't know Eleanor, but I know she would never do anything wrong. I don't know why you're looking for her, but please leave her alone. Gilbert, if Eleanor is innocent, I won't let anything bad happen to her. But for now, we have to keep looking for her, even if you don't want us to help. Let's go, Jared. We need to inform Evelyn of our progress. Is she in the house? Is she in the house? Well, she in Cold Peaks. I thought we already talked about the drawings. Why was it an unfulfilled dream? Don't you think it's more important to focus on finding my sister? Oh, of course. Well then, keep on with the investigation. How was the investigation? For now, we know that Eleanor was investigating the accident that happened in Cold Peaks. And what does that have to do with her disappearance? I hope to see useful results on her whereabouts shortly. By the way, Ethan told me he wanted to see you in his office tomorrow. You could tell him your progress then. Although you'd better have something better than what you told me today. Don't worry, Abby. Everything's going to be fine. We should go back to the office and get some rest. I feel like we've been making great progress. I feel like they might have had something to do with that accident and they just don't want to like talk about it. Come on, Abby. Ethan is waiting for us at the factory. You're right. We shouldn't keep him waiting. Man, fuck Ethan! Say, I mean it though. Good morning, Ethan. Welcome. I've been waiting for you. How's the investigation going? Any progress? We've been to Cold Peaks. Apparently, Eleanor was investigating the accident that happened a few years ago. Just that? I was expecting you'd come up with something more revealing. Remember that your objective here is to find Eleanor, not to investigate past accidents. Don't worry, we'll find her. Ethan, you got... See, look, you see the verbiage. You got already the filters. See? And it's not just me. I feel like I'm being slow, but it's not. Ethan, you got the filters already. Oh, I see you're in a meeting. It's okay. We're done talking. All right. The delivery man left the ink filters downstairs. Splendid. I'll be right there. Marlon, when you make progress, stop by the office to update me. Of course. Well, what do we have here? Are you... Abby and Jared. Evelyn hired us to find Eleanor. So you're the ones. I was expecting something more professional. Excuse me? It's not our first case. We already have experience. Experience finding lost pets. Also dealing with difficult people. Touché, miss. If you need anything, I'll be around. Don't nobody want to talk to you. This man want to make himself so important. That's what I'm saying. It definitely feels like they had something to do with what happened to their father. I totally agree. People are very malicious and vindictive. And what's this man? I feel like he want to make himself involved. Like, it's giving... What if him and... I'm just coming up with theories at this point. What if him and his brother, like, worked so that his brother could be in charge of the company so that he could move up and get a raise? Or he was plotting... Either way, Eleanor seems like the farthest from the main villain in this whole thing. Right, because who are you? Even. He gives J. Jonah Jameson, doesn't he? You still haven't told us who you are. That's true. I'm Ernest, Edward's older brother. He guilty. Oh, he killed him so that he could get the company. I didn't even know who this man was, but I could just tell he was involved. Because he wanted to talk to me so bad. I run the company with my nephew, Ethan. Usually, I'm not available. So, if you need anything, ask now. Do you know anything about the mining accidents that happened in Cold Peaks? Well, I read in the newspapers. Some hick made a mistake and the mine collapsed. And you know who the real victims of this all are? The families of those affected. Exactly, the companies that invested in the mines and lost all their capital. I hate this guy. We got Armin and now JJ. This game is ridiculous. He looked like a criminal. Spider-Man. I gotta give it to JJ, please. I think I've been doing that. For sure. Apparently some wads of bills are worth more than the lives of 60 people. You seem to understand, young lady. You seem to understand, young lady. I hate this guy. With every fiber in my being. What was we about to do? Did we find anything new? No, this is just a waste of time. He ain't got no new information. I think the most useful person so far has been Molly. You look a little down. Something happened? Well, the case is getting a little complicated. We know what happened at Cold Peaks is key to our investigation, but we need something more. Yeah, Gilbert need to stop playing. Let's go back to Lake House. A fruit shop. I might get something before I go home. Kind of a rundown hotel. Looks like it's closed a while ago. This whole place is coming down. We need to talk to Simon. That's not what we need to talk to him. He stopped showing up. By the way, I wanted to apologize for what happened yesterday. The drawings brought up bad memories. Don't worry, Evelyn. Did something bad happen? Yeah, her mom died. I don't think I'm in the mood to talk about it. I bet you he has no new information. Hi, how are you doing? Did you get the key? Yes, and that allowed us to confirm that Eleanor came through there. Great, I see my help was useful to you. Maybe I should be a detective too. He want to be acknowledged so bad because his daddy died. Yeah, sure. Although, we didn't find much. Do you know if there's another cottage nearby where she might have gone? I couldn't tell you, Jeffrey. We didn't get too far from the cottage. Well, where Eleanor spent the most time was in the basement making clay figures with our mother. Did you say the basement? I didn't know the lake house had a basement. We did a poor job investigating. I seem to remember that there was indeed a basement. It's funny, there was no basement when we were there. Unless it was covered up. Where is Simon? That's who we need to talk to. There you go. Excuse me, have you seen a little notebook around here? A little notebook? Yes. I've been looking for it for a few days, but I can't find it. If you happen to find it, I'd be very grateful. Sure, we'll let you know if we see it. So we gotta go find that nigga notebook, because I want to read it. Now I'm looking for it. When I play games like this with the cursor, I feel like Dora. Damn, I definitely just went back to the same place. Evelyn, do you remember anything about a basement in the lake house? A basement? Yes, I think there was one, but the only thing I remember is that the entrance was not inside the cottage. So the entrance was somewhere else then. Perhaps something has changed over time. I wish we could take a look at the past and see how long it has gone. It's time. Dear, are you sure there was a basement in the lake house? I seem to remember there being a basement. My memory is sort of fuzzy. We may have something that you can give us a clue about the basement. We may have something that can give us a clue about the basement. Something? Is that what he said? Are you sure there was a basement in the lake house? Well, it seems that there was indeed a basement, although my memories of the house are somewhat fuzzy. We may have something that can give us a clue about the basement. We may have something that can give us a clue about the basement. This is where we start getting so many clues that we can't even put them together no more. A clue about the basement. Okay, but what does that correlate with? Big brain. This is where you try random items. I did. I totally guessed that one and I was right. Because that's the only one that made sense. Like, the photo, the key, the basement. Yeah. Victory screech. I'm not going to do it, but y'all know the song. The basement. There was a basement in a lake house. We should investigate it. Jared, look. In this photo, you can see a trap door. You're right. How could we overlook that? Because ain't nobody staring at it. It's a black and white photo. Like, literally what you see is what you get. If it's not in the foreground, it's not important. I think there were bushes there, and the entrance was hidden. Let's take a look. Do I really have to, like, scroll down every time? That's very tedious. Is it over here? Hold on, wait. Let's look at the picture. The trap door was hidden behind these bushes. Do you think someone put them on purpose? I don't think so. The bushes are rooted to the ground. They must have grown over time. Let's see what's in here. Yeah! Check that goddamn basement. Though it'd be convenient for them to grow, it'll be easy to hide. I can't see a thing. Wait, I'll light these candles. How did you find candles, Jared? What a mess in here. It reminds me of your office before I was your assistant. Stop. Don't gas yourself up, okay? It's not too early for you to get fired. Jared! Do you have to remind me of that at this very moment? Come on, let's investigate a little more. Right, before you investigate a new job. There are a lot of tools around here. Maybe they used the basement for storage. Or Abigail was using it to hide her thesis. They look like sheets about missing persons. Was she investigating something that she got? Look at these papers. They seem to be important. We should check them out. What's wrong? Do you think something we've found so far will help us find Eleanor? I'm not sure. As a matter of fact, I was hoping to find a key clue here. These papers are probably related to the mine accident. But I'm starting to think this path won't help us find her. Come on, Abby. We're not badly off. We know she was here. That's already a step forward. Yes, I guess you're right. You know what could help? Hanging out with the cop friend of yours. With Mariah? Well, the day you saw each other at the tavern, it seemed like you had some things to talk about. Maybe it would be good of you if you spent some time with her. Yeah, it might be a good thing to clear my mind. Well, let's go home and call Mariah while I check how my grandma is doing. Do you think now is the time to do personal stuff while we about to lose our jobs? Rent is due, Jared. Dismissals. Dario Rodriguez leaves. David Coleman, George Rockwell, Anthony Hawk, Lee Gresh, relocations. Edmund Coleman, Joseph Turner, Tony Melton, Chris Morgan. The only things that seem to correlate with me is the fact that two people have the same last name, which is given that they're brothers. Edmund Coleman, David Coleman. It's giving a Cain and Abel kind of situation. That's what it's giving. Worker sheets. Because one brother left and one was just relocated. And there's missing person. Alright. Let's go. Let me log out, Let me step away from the case. Let's go hang out with Mariah. Come on, pick up the phone and call Mariah. He's so pushy. Forcing me to hang out with people. You don't even know if I want to hang out. Come on. You can do it, Abby. Hello? Hi. Abby? Is that you? Yes, it's me. How are you? Fine. I just come home. Listen, Abby. About what I said the other day, I really meant it. I'd like to meet you and talk a little. Would you like to come to my office? Not to boast, but we have a new coffee maker. Courtesy of Margaret Evans. Wow. I see you're rubbing shoulders with countesses now. Perks of the job. Okay, I'll be there in the morning. Great. See you tomorrow. Phew. See? It wasn't that hard. Have you been listening this whole time? Right, go home. It's giving girlfriend, right? It's giving past fling, because you wouldn't be that awkward unless, well, if it is her sister, we still don't know what happened to her dad, so I don't know. We're gonna find out. But why gotta be in the morning? Waking up is the most stressful time for you, girl. Why would you schedule to meet somebody in the morning? Did you check up on your grandma, Jared? You just sitting here listening to my phone call. Oh! She used to be a cop. What if that's her ex-partner? Well, let's rest for today. It's been a long day. Oh, I think that might be her ex partner. Oh, jeez. Who the hell is Randall? Marlon, report to my office before noon. Yes, sir. Oh, it looks like you've been stuck with newbie paperwork. I guess so. I don't know if I can have it ready for today. Yeah, Abby, right? I'm Mariah. Mariah Rye. Mariah Rye. That is a cute name. Do you want me to help you with those reports? Whoa. What time is it? Mariah should be here any second. I'm going to clean up a little bit. Well, much better now. Hi, come in. Wow, what an office you've set up. It's no big deal. Besides, it's a little messy. At least it's better than your locker at the police station. By the way, how's the case you were going with? Well, actually, we're getting a little stuck. It's like we're stuck. With every step we take us to a different investigation. I see. You know, all that reminds me of is the case of Mr. Ramirez. He put a lot of obstacles in our way and almost got away with it. But in the end, thanks to you, we found out that he was guilty. Abby, I wanted to know if you're still holding a grudge against me for what happened. I hold no grudges against you. But it was something that really hurt. And it hurt even more because it came from you. And I know you didn't have a choice. But part of me was hoping you'd back me up on that investigation. Have you discovered anything else? Unfortunately, no. I haven't had much time since I started the agency. I try to make progress at night, but I always end up falling asleep after hours of work. Abby, but at least I'm my own boss. You keep following orders from your customers, though. It's always better than going to yell at you guys in the bar. Do you know what happened with David Coleman? Did we just see that? It was David Coleman and Edmund Coleman. Another dream cliffhanger. We was about to find out what's going on only because they right there. He just wanted to answer. He didn't want to answer any of my questions. Hang on. The name of the man in the bar is David Coleman? Yes. Why do you ask? It's just that name is very familiar to me. Although I'd rather you didn't comment much the incident with David. To be honest, the investigation hasn't been authorized yet. Wow. Now you dare investigate unauthorized cases? I've learned something from you. Well, I think I should go. I'm going to be late for work. But it was really nice to see you. Same here. Don't hesitate to call me again if you need to talk. See you soon. It's given, I don't know, it definitely gives like, so something happened at work with us and she didn't have my back. So it definitely just gives like failed cop partners, but Abby might have a little crush because she be hesitating. Like she wasn't about to square up with that dude at the bar. back to investigating, right? Good morning, Abby. Jared. Were you outside listening? No. I just got here. Let me know when you're ready. Let's get moving. By the way, there's something you need to write down before I forget. The name of the man in the bar we saw the other day. His name is David Coleman. His name really sounds familiar to me, so please write it down in case it's useful to us. Alrighty. It's already useful. Y'all, we ain't even been streaming for like 2 full hours yet, and we already, I feel like we ain't make no real progress. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not finna guess it. We ain't make no progress, dead ass. We ain't nowhere near finding her. We just got speculations, like we are far off. David Coleman the minor. David Coleman's, ooh, what if he, okay, we'll keep going. David Coleman's name appears in the sheets Eleanor kept in the basement. Maybe he worked in the mines. Does he know something we don't? So this is why it sounded familiar to me. His name appears on this list. Although, do you think that can be useful? This means he worked in the mine. Maybe we know something. Maybe he knows something we don't. After all, why else would Eleanor have recorded with him? Would have written his name? You're right. It won't hurt. It won't hurt us to ask him. Me. Oh fuck, where am I going? We're just gonna assume he's gonna be at the bar this time in the morning. It's like huge speculation. Hey, young detectives. How you young detectives doing? We're looking for David. Have you seen him? I think it's still early. Some days he goes fishing before coming here. Fishing? It looks like we have no choice but to look for him. Where do you go when you want to go fishing? The lake house. Oh no, he's here with Gilbert. Is that his daddy? If that's so, then it makes sense why he got such a bad temper. Hi, David. Oh, it's you. Is something wrong? We wanted to ask if the name Eleanor sounded familiar to you. Eleanor? I've never heard that name. From his face, I would say he's not lying. What can you tell us about your old job in the mine? How do you know that? Are you indeed in cahoots with the cops after all? Did Mariah ask him about that incident too? We're investigating a case related to the mine, and we wanted to know if you know anything about what happened. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't tell you anything. I'd be putting my life in danger. Putting your life in danger? It was an accident that killed many people. Why would you be in danger? First of all, I think you just answered your own question. It's an accident that killed a lot of people. I feel like his life is already in danger. It wasn't an accident. Look, I've told you enough. If you want answers, go to the mine and ask Fabio. Let him deal with this whole mess. Should we go and ask? Well, we've got nothing else to lose. Although, I think we should go tomorrow. Today is not a working day, so I don't think there will be anyone there. Okay. In the meantime, we can keep investigating or go back to the office and have some rest. They already ready to call it a day? I feel like we just woke up. What a surprise. Gilbert. What do you want from me now? We're just here to talk to David. He's right here, so let me fish alone. Do you usually fish together? Sometimes. We've known each other for a long time. After all, not many in Cole's Peak. Right, because you're so useful. So what we figured out was that, and David just told us nothing. David told us nothing. And there's no point of really going back to talk to the siblings because... How are you guys doing? Have you found the basement? Yes, we have. And we found some clues that can help us find Eleanor. Excellent. It looks like you couldn't find her without me. But don't worry, here I am. Sure. Shut up. A portrait of the woman. At the bottom it reads, Did y'all see that? This no, I seen it! Ah, it was something shiny. This notebook. Who do you think it belongs to? I don't know. We should ask. I want to read it. Fuck asking. I want to read it. A notebook with notes about the Taylor family, their routines, assignments, meetings, and it seems important. Alright, we already know it's Simon's notebook, okay? Simon, this notebook, is it yours? Indeed, I was looking for it. You can't imagine how grateful I am. I wrote down in all of the tasks and errands. If there's anything I can do for you, I'm glad to help. By chance, do you have any suspicious behavior noted in the notebook? Suspicious behavior? Yes, perhaps something that brought the Taylor brothers to your attention. It is true that I have noticed something strange about young Elton. Since Edward's murder, he has been visiting Eleanor's room a lot. Maybe searching for clues. No, I don't think so. Rather, he seemed worried about her. Interesting. I want to open that box. Where's that key at? Even when there's nothing to do, there's something to do. I was about to say, where's Thomas at? Thomas. How are you, Thomas? You look a little upset. It's nothing. I was just thinking about something. Do you want to talk about it? It might make you feel better. Don't worry. I'll be fine. No, he won't. That boy need a hug and a better friend, because Gilbert... Come on now. Not much hustle and bustle today, huh? The show begins at night, honey. Because it's early. Oh, we ain't really get to look at here either. A diploma awarded to Ethan Taylor by the University of Economics. A ship going through a storm conveys uneasiness and peace at the same time. Damn it! It ain't shit in his room. I wanna look in his desk. Like we searched literally everywhere that we could. We searched the office, we searched the streets, we searched the bar, we went to the lake house. We didn't look. You never know. Things might change during the day. I don't think so, though. Alright, let's go back to the office. I think Jared was hinting at there's not much to be done. We already did it. You know, I never told you about Mariah because we had a quarrel. Did something happen between you two? Well, you know I joined the police force to investigate my father's death. I knew in my gut that it was actually a murder, although they said it was an accident. I asked Mariah for help in order to find files on the case, but she refused. I really put her in a complicated situation, risking her position, but I was hoping together we could come up with the truth about what happened. I'm sorry to hear that, but it's never too late to fix things. Yes, maybe you're right. I get it from both perspectives. I get it from both perspectives. Where's the tea at? I ain't see no gore. We ain't have another murder. So that's how you know it's not Mariah. Because clearly if somebody killed and they ran away and they getting away with it, they're going to do another one. I'm just saying it's going to be another one. Good morning, Abby. Ready to go to the mine? Yes. Let's go as soon as possible. Oh yeah, we gotta go see Fabio. Are you I'm sorry, I'm thinking about something. Are you sure we can get in here? Don't worry, it's the reception office. Yes, but there's nobody. Then it's the perfect time to do research. An entrance to the mine. It appears to be closed. Maybe because of the accident? An entrance to the mine? Oh, shit. Oh, this is a glass window. The latest model of a helmet with a flashlight. Abby, you shouldn't be rummaging through the files. Don't worry, no one will see us. Jared, look at this letter. What is the matter with it? It's signed by E. Taylor. That's true. Aren't all of their initials E. Taylor? That's so vague. That's true. Do you think the E stands for Eleanor? Maybe. Although, we have a big problem. What? All of the names begin with the E. Yeah. It looks like they are going to make it difficult for us. We should ask the Taylors if they know anything about the mine, or if they're related to it. Well, Evelyn did get mad at us, but then she apologized because she was upset about the pictures, so that kind of made sense. I feel like it might have been Ethan, though. Dear Fabio, Mr. Fabio Fior, I ask you to reconsider the offer I made the other day. I believe the price we talked about is more than fair. It will be a win-win situation for both of us, and in some way, it would take a load off. I look forward to receiving your reply, E. Taylor. Well, this is Evelyn's letter, right? And she signed her full name. This is a letter addressed to Eleanor. No, this is the letter that Eleanor wrote to her father. She just said Eleanor. I feel like it might be Ethan, but I haven't had any, like, fingerprint, you know. The letter seems to be recent. If only we had a clue about the favorite place. What? I asked you to reconsider the offer I made the other day. I believe the price we made is too far. It's a fair situation. We win both. I sent this to the board. And then the notebook. I can't see this one. So wait. This is a letter from E. Taylor. Right? No. That don't seem right. A box of precautions and occupational hazards. Not open yet. A plant screaming for water. Whiskey at the workplace. Real special. It is. Takes the load off. Fabio ain't here. Let's go talk to the siblings. Any news? We wanted to ask you something. Do you happen to know the owner of the mine? The owner of the mine? What does that have to do with Eleanor? Ethan told me that you weren't staying away from the investigation. Is it necessary to give you a wake-up call? Evelyn, we found that the mine is related to Eleanor. Every time we discover something new, we're more confident about that. No, I don't know the owner. I warn you that I want further progress tomorrow. We have given you enough time. I actually kind of agree with her. But if every time we think we're getting closer to investigating her, we don't find nothing, I don't know what you want. How are you guys doing? Have you found Eleanor already? We're making great progress. I am curious. Do you know anything about the Coal Peaks mines? The Coal Peaks mines? I know there was an accident years ago, but why are you asking? We just wanted to know if your family has ever worked in the mine or if anything related to it. Not to my knowledge. In any case, it was my father who was most in charge of the company. Well, so is my brother Ethan. My father wouldn't let me take care of anything at the factory. I wonder why. We need to get Ethan to open his door. By chance, do you have any suspicious... Oh, we already talked about that. Have you ever heard anything of the Taylor family in the mine? The mine? I'd swear I've never heard that before. Okay, Simon. We're gonna believe you today. Mariah? Girl, what you doing here? How you doing, Mariah? Are you on patrol? Yes, I'm looking for a boy who usually walks around here. Do you happen to see him? I think he usually wears a blue cap. Do you mean Gilbert? Has he done anything wrong? Not really, no. I just wanted to ask him something. We haven't run into him today. But if we happen to see him, I'll let you know. How's the investigation going? You know, the one that's not authorized? Abby! We shouldn't talk about it now. Besides, I still need to verify a few things. How are you, Thomas? Oh, it's you. Still worried? I was just thinking about the mine accident. Did you lose someone important? You could say yes. Sorry. It's not something I want to talk about. Don't worry. You don't need to tell us if you're not ready. Bump being ready if you don't want to. How's the research going? We started to investigate the mine. By chance, do you know anything about the owner? You mean Fabio? Since what happened, we didn't see him around the Coal Peaks. We all know the accident was not his fault, but his actions afterwards, it made us realize what kind of person he is. What did he do? Fabio, you kirking? You tweaking? That man crashed out after that accident. If I was the owner of a mine and my mine came in and killed 60 people, I'd crash out too. He has probable cause. Ethan, we need you to be honest with us. Is there something you're hiding about the mine? We found a letter. I told you to focus on the investigation about Eleanor. That's what we're doing. But if you don't cooperate with us, we won't be able to find her. Neither Eleanor nor my family has anything to do with the mine. And this is my last warning to you. Find Eleanor or you'll be fired. He's gone. Well, we'll take the opportunity to do a little research around here. I'm sure they're hiding something from us. Oh, so I wasn't allowed to investigate last time. Look at all these sparkly places. Ew. Look, Jared, this notebook seems important. Do you think so? What makes you think that? Because of the way it was hidden among the papers and this name underlined in red. Let's keep it just in case. Yes, taking shit. Look at this key. A small key. Let's keep it. It may be useful for us. Do you think it's okay to take it? If you don't cooperate, we'll have to do it the hard way. If they don't cooperate, we'll have to do it the hard way. Besides, we'll get it back before they notice it. Are you still there? We were just about to leave. I see the only thing you do is waste time. You've been here for a few days already and you still don't know anything about my niece. As my colleague said, we were just leaving. It looks like you're in over your head. Abby, let's go. He just wants us to lose our motivation. Shut the hell up. What have you been doing? Do you know Fabio, the head of the Coal Peaks mine? The head of the mine? Should I know him? I think that someone in the family is related to him. I get the feeling that you're just trying to divert the issue. If you can't handle the case, you'd better quit. That way, neither of us will waste our time. It could be him. He could have been the one to sign the papers on like his brother's behalf. His name is E2. And as a person who has 6 siblings, and there's 7 of us whose name starts with has the same base A and W initial, it could be anybody. If one of us signed a paper that says AW, the only way to tell is the signature. A merchandise relocation note with the identification code C043435. I read that wrong. A very tiny key. But since you're not gonna be helpful, Fabio, they still ain't here. Well, they said that man dipped. Let's. I thought the key might go to that box. Yo, I really want to open that box. Alright. We got Eleanor's letter. We got E. Taylor's letter to Fabio. We got a merchandise relocation receipt. And then we got a key. Oh! Edward's box. The tiny key belongs to the box in Edward's office. What's inside? Oh, it is to that box. See, I don't be deducing stuff. I just be clicking shit. I think this key might be from the box we found in Edward's office. Yes, I remember the lock. It was also small. Let's go see what's inside. Maybe we'll find something important. Yes. Let's see what's inside here. A letter. Let's go through it carefully. It might be useful for us. Yes. Let's examine it carefully. Mysterious letter. A letter found inside a box in Edward's office. The person who wrote it is declining an offer. It might be related to something we have seen before. Oh, is this Fabio's response then? Mr. Taylor, I'm sorry to decline your offer, but we are currently short of workers here at the mine, and the ones you are asking for cannot be relocated. We need them. Besides, it would be dangerous for both of us, so please, I ask you to stop insisting. Fabio first. So this letter, he wanted to fire Dario Rodriguez and relocate. And the workers ones you're asking for cannot be relocated. Okay, wait. Okay. So, this letter. These two letters correlate. And then what's with the receipt? We haven't figured out what the receipt go to yet. The connection. Apparently, there's a connection between the Taylor family and the mine. There are letters mentioned and an offer that Fabio refuses. What could have happened? This letter is from Fabio. Then the letter we found in the mine office, was it from Edward? It's possible. We should go talk to Fabio about this letter. Something happened between the Taylors and the mine. And if we find out what it is, I'm sure we'll find Eleanor. All right. Although, it is a little late to go at this time, don't you think? Yes, let's go back to the office and take a rest for today. Okay, so we haven't found where the we haven't found anything to do, like anywhere close to who may or may not have murdered their dad. And since this is a roundabout case, I feel like when we finally get there, it's gonna be vicious. It's gonna be a bloodbath. Okie dokie. Lieutenant, I just need access to the reports from that night. There are many things that don't seem to be very clear. Agent Marlon, I told you to desist. The case is closed. Randall, please. This is very important to me. I advise you to stop asking about that case. Otherwise, you'll be fired. Ready for a trip to the mine? Yes. Let's hurry up. We've got a lot to do today. He sounds like an Italian cartoonist. And what are you gonna do, huh? Good morning. Are you Fabio? Who's asking? My name is. I'll tell you, switching between accents be getting so hard after a while, but it's okay. We gotta learn. My name is Abby, and this is Jared. Private detectives. We need your help. Detectives? And what do you want from me? Sir, do you know the Taylor family? I don't know who you're talking about. Let's see if these letters refresh your memory. This is your signature, isn't it? Where did you get that? Could you tell us what happened between you and the Taylor family? The only thing I can tell you is that I had to move some workers to their factory. Let's just say they fit in their workplace very well. At first I didn't want to agree to sell them, but after the collapse, I needed money for repairing it. Anyway, their sections got buried so they could not continue their work. Did the Taylor family buy your workers? Could you give us more information about one of the relocated workers? That's confidential information. I can't tell you anything else. What do you think we should do now? We should find a worker relocated to Taylor factory. Something tells me we're close to discovering something important. We may have something that will give us a clue. Let's review what we have so far. The relocated workers. The sheets we found in the basement had a list of relocated workers. They are probably the ones mentioned in the letters. There we are. That's true. The list of workers we found in the basement. Maybe Eleanor had this list for a reason. Now we just have to find some of these people. Joseph Turner, Tony Melton, Edmund Coleman, and Chris Melton. Wait. You just said Edmund Coleman. Do you think he's related to David? It would be a little more than a coincidence that two of them worked in the mine and had the same surname. Let's go ask him then. Wait, was there two? Okay, no. I was tripping. Okay. How you doing, chat? Y'all hanging in there? We good? We Gucci. Yeah, maybe we can. If Fabio knows some more. Anything else you could tell us about the relocated workers? Well, I don't want to be involved in all this. It was a very bad dealing with the families, and I don't feel like remembering that now. Families? Maybe we can find a clue about the family members of the workers. You had trouble with an old worker named David, right? David Coleman. Why is he so mad at you? Surely he has his reasons. What the hell went down in that mine? Like, is it bar time? Let's go to Lake House first. Nope. David, does the name Edmund sound familiar to you? Where did you hear that name? Fabio told us he relocated some workers to the Taylor factory. We thought you may know him. That's not possible. Edmund was buried in that accident. We found a list of specifying that he was relocated. Are you sure he died in the accident? That's what they told me. Do you know him then? Edmund? He's my younger brother. If you help me find him, I'll help you as much as possible. We'll do everything we can. Yeah, she did have a list of missing persons. How my young detectives doing? From what we found out, the Taylors bought some mine workers, but we still don't know why. Why would they want mine workers? Maybe they were skillful. I don't know. There's something that just doesn't feel right. Is there anything you could tell us about Edmund? Edmund and I came to Cold Peaks looking for work. I met Fabio at the tavern and asked him for a job, but he said I would only get a job on the condition that Edmund worked in the mine as well. Even though he was only 12, he agreed to that and we both started working there. Although, it wasn't worth it. Why would they be interested in such a little boy to do work in the mine? There's something you should know. In the mine, they hired children to extract coal from the narrowest areas. So they broke hella child labor laws. It's given prison. Coal is rich in Coal Peak is rich in coal, but the caves where there is more is very small. There's something that smells funny here. If Edmund was relocated to the Taylor factory, that means that the Taylors probably have miners working at the company. And if David never heard from his brother again, it's likely that they are being held against their will somewhere. Should we go to the police? We can't go without evidence. We need to find something incriminating on them. Let's go to the factory. Imagine being hired to find somebody's little sister and you end up uncovering that they're involved in a whole child labor factory. Let's go to Ethan's office. It looks like nobody's here. Let's take this opportunity to snoop around a bit. They should have something that gives us a clue where they have the children. Well. What do we have here? It looks like we have two little rats around here. Ernest, who do you think you're snooping around in our office? We were silence. You seem to have trouble understanding warnings. Ernest, wait. We know about the miners in the mine. What are you talking about? We know that there were miners working in the mine and that they were relocated here. I don't know what you're talking about, miss. You can check the factory from top to bottom if you want, and you will find nothing. I'm afraid you won't have to, though. In fact, you don't need to investigate anything else. What do you mean? Ethan has told me how unhappy he is with your service and can't let my family's money be spent on this kind of nonsense. So, Detective Marlon, you're fired. Fired? Here you are, Brett. Take this check and get out of my sight. Even if you haven't found my niece, we have the decency to pay for your services. Besides, you're going to need it. When we let everyone know how useful you are, no one else will hire you. You are such a... And it is necessary to show you the way out. Come on, Abby. Let's go home. No, we ain't going home. Hold on.
All of her niggas respect me. Strippers wanna sex me. You bluffed on him. Now remember because you let me. Stop it. Don't change it. I could hear my what she on.
My bad. Give me 1 second, y'all. Oh shit.
Enough of that shit. Enough of that shit. Come on, come back here. Stupid. Come on.
Anyway, I was trying to clear the chat. I don't want to move it. It's perfect the way it is, honestly.
See, bro.
Anyway, I can't believe we got fired. We were so close to finding something. For today, we should have rest. It's been a very hard day. Can I call Mariah? I wanted to know what happened to my dad. Daddy! My Gohan voice. Good morning, Abby. How are you feeling today? Jared? You come early today? Actually, you woke up a little late. Well, after all, we have no case anymore. By the way, I was very nervous and I forgot to give you the check Ernest gave me. Well, at least with this we'll be able to get by on a few days. Hang on. This check. What's up? Is it a fake? No, it's just, there's something that looks familiar to me. Really? We should check it out. Nothing happened. I'm just trying to, I was trying to fix it to us with chat not up there the whole time, but I got it. That's all. I was just trying to get the chat off. My bad. That took longer than I wanted it to. I'm still learning, you guys. Alright. So we got fired. let's recap. We got fired because we wasn't making enough progress for them. But it's like, if I'm investigating a murder and it keeps leading me down this one path, I'ma follow that path until I find a body. Shit. Clearly whatever y'all was doing was what got y'all father killed, but it don't make no sense. Y'all call a private detective to figure out what happened to your sister when it's given that y'all just want to find your sister to keep her mouth shut. Cause what y'all hiding? What she know that y'all hiding? I'm confused, but nah, you ain't missed nothing. Alright. Check signed by Ernest E. Taylor. I told y'all! So his brother was the one that did the whole mine transaction. So what he talking about? He don't know what he's talking about. Matter of fact, huh? Am I saying this right, y'all? Ain't no way this nigga wrote us a check for $100 to solve a murder. I don't care what time zone it is. $100 is never enough to solve a murder. I'm pissed. The unknown signature. The signature on the check matches the signature of the letter we found in Fabio's office. The signatures are the same. This means it was Ernest who took the kids to the factory. Then he lied to us? Should we go to the police? It would be in vain. By now, he must have hidden everything. And we don't have any evidence either. What is it? A note. Come to the lake house. How you gonna write a note saying come to the lake house when you was just here? Just say come outside, bitch. Like, open the door. Do you think it's a trap? Maybe. We have to be careful. Oh, let me get my butter knife. Come to the lake house. Well, I'm fired, so I ain't got no reason to go back to the siblings' house. I had a feeling it was Gilbert. Gilbert? Did you write the note? I gave it to you, but it's not from me. What does it mean? There's someone waiting for you inside the cottage. I guess you're not telling us who it is, right? I guessed as much. See, now we about to be, I feel like it might be Eleanor. Now I feel like we about to be working with Eleanor to get proof about her family so that we can find a real killer. Whoops. It doesn't look like there's anybody here. Gilbert, it's no time for joking. Who's there? Sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. Are you... Yes, I'm Eleanor. Oh, you don't look much like the picture Evelyn gave us. I had to cut my hair and change my clothes to go unnoticed. Eleanor must have... Yeah, because she could trust us now because we're not working for her family. So we don't have to report that we found her. Eleanor, you must turn yourself into the police. I know my siblings hired you to find me. But I didn't kill my father. And if you let me, I'll tell you what happened. If it wasn't you, why are you hiding? As you probably know, I was investigating what happened to the children working in the mine. My father asked me to do it. He discovered that Ernest had taken them to a warehouse to lock them up and make them work. He asked me to find out where those kids were and that every night I was going to show him my progress. That night was when I saw my Uncle Ernest stabbing my father. I knew it! I told you he was guilty. I knew that man was guilty when he tried to insert himself, make himself known. Why are you talking to us? You want to be caught. Ernest is the murderer? When he noticed me, he lunged at me. He told me he knew we were investigating him. I managed to escape, but he told me he would find me and finish me off. That's why I've been hiding all this time. Why didn't you tell the police? Ernest has bought them off, and it wouldn't have done no good. When I heard you were asking questions about the mine, I thought maybe I could count on your help. Please. Eleanor. Of course we'll help you. I won't let Ernest get away with this. Thank you. Plus we was just fired. Although, what can we do? Eleanor, you said Ernest has bought off the police, right? Exactly. Maybe Mariah can give us a hand. Please be careful. As you find out anything, we'll meet here. Alright. That's what I'm saying. We knew he did it. We knew. Guilty. 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 Why did Edward ask you to investigate all this? I mean, it's a pretty dangerous thing. Well, my father and I never got along very well. When he found out what Ernest was doing, he immediately contacted me. Maybe because I was studying law, or... Sometimes I like to think that it was his way of apologizing for his behavior. It was the first time he did the right thing. And the first time he counted on me for something so important. Told you. I knew he looked sketchy. JJ, he needed to sit his ass down. Alright? Now we know for sure it's him, right? We didn't get any new physical evidence. What did we say we was gonna do? Oh, we need to talk to Mariah. Mariah, we were looking for you. We need your help. What's wrong? You look worried. Mariah, do you know anything about the murder of Edward Taylor? Edward? I heard he had been murdered by his youngest daughter. Actually, the murderer is... We know there's something behind that murder. And we think the police might be covering it up. What are you talking about? We think the Taylor family have children locked in their factory. Jared! Come on, Abby. We can trust her. Otherwise, we won't be able to solve this case. Well, now you know. Do you know if those children worked in the mine? How did you know? Well, I found out a long time ago that Officer Randall mentioned something about children in the mine. I wanted to do a little more research and I found out that they were forcing miners to work there. I thought they had been buried in the accident, since it was their section, the one that collapsed. But if what you say is true, Ernest Taylor took those children. In that case, I think we can work as a team to find them. Thank you, Mariah. We'll ask you a few questions to see if we can find anything. Can you tell us what you found out about the children in the mine? All the files in the case disappeared. It's very likely that someone in the police force has buried them and took them away. Any names or nicknames of any children we can ask for? I'm afraid not. The only name I saw on there used to be as code name in their group. They were called the Kohlers? The Kohlers? It sounds as if they were gang members. Apparently Fabio head of the mine, put that in name. Because according to him, they were good at extracting coal. Well, I don't think it's a bad name. Write it down. It may be useful for us. You was talking and missed a bit. What did you miss? Let me know. What did you miss? I took a brief pause because I had to get the setting readjusted for the chat. Can you tell us what you found out about the children in the mine? All the files on that case disappeared. Okay, we went through this already. Kohlers is a crazy nickname. Did I not get that the first time? How are you doing, Thomas? Can I ask you something? Of course. What is it? Gilbert told me you found out about Edmund. Is that true? We think he can still be alive. Did you know him too? Yes. I hope he's doing well. I mean, not if he's being forced to work in a mine factory. Where Eleanor was, we just found her. We didn't know who she was until we got fired because the Ernest, Edward's brother, the victim's brother, fired us when we went to the office because we was snooping and they didn't like that we didn't bring enough progress, so he fired us. And as soon as he fired us, he gave us a check. That's why that pony has check only $100. Ain't solving no murder for no $100. So he gave us the check. And then we concluded that the note that went to Fabio, the owner of the mine, to sell the miners to them, that note was signed by Ernest because we seen that it was the same signature that was on the check, so he signed them both. He's a rat bastard. But then after, we figured that out, then we got a note underneath our door that said, come to the lake house, and Gilbert had delivered a note on Eleanor's behalf telling us to meet her. We just got fired. That shit is crazy. Alright. Look, Jared. It looks like a new movie of The Little Chef is coming out soon. We'll go watch it, right? Of course. Is that important? Oh, is that because it's the game creators thing? The Adventures of Little Chef, a famous chef who is also getting into trouble. I can't watch the movie. The end of the summer. He probably don't cook better than Soma Yukihira. Are you okay? You look a bit upset. Ernest fired us yesterday. Did he fire you? I heard he's cankerous, but I find it weird that he fired you. Even so, we won't stop until we solve this whole mystery. That's the spirit. Have you found out anything about my brother? Not yet, but we're very close. Don't worry, I'm sure he's doing fine. I hope so. Y'all have oh no! You have very high expectations for they have very high expectations for a boy's mental status if he's been working in a mine. Oh, he's doing just fine. He's great. He's gonna be okay. I mean, yeah, we get it. I hope he's doing fine too, but what was I about to do? We just talked to, who was that, David? Oh, I don't think it's a good idea to go to the Taylor residence now. Oh, it's because they hate us? Let's go back to Fabio. Let's go see Fabio. Is there anything you want to tell us about the mine workers? What do you mean? We know that the workers you sold to the Taylors were miners. Do you have evidence of that? Don't pretend you don't know. Well, you got me on a difficult day. I have a lot of work to do. So if you don't mind, leave me alone. What nerve? Bitch, this is Bitch, you hiding something. Is there anything you can tell us about the mine workers? What do you mean? We do got evidence, whore. Children are being enslaved. We can't go back to that man's office. Let's go back to the lake house. Have you found out anything? Only that the children's group had a code name, but it doesn't help us so much at the moment. We have no other choice. Tomorrow morning, we'll sneak into Ernest's office. We'll look for evidence incriminating him. Sneak into his office? Sounds right to me. Abby, are you crazy? It's very dangerous. Remember, we're dealing with a murderer.
Abby, are you mad?
First of all, Jared, I need you to tee the fuck up, okay? The plot thickens. You know, the plot get thicketh. Even if that's true, we have no other choice. Even if we don't help Eleanor, she may suffer the same fate as her father. Okay. But how are we going to sneak into the factory? I'll take care of that. There's a metal door in the back. The guards leave the key under a stone next to a lamppost. That's so... We run a business here, you guys. Just leaving a fucking... Especially under a stone. Like, if I'm looking for a key to get into a building, I'm just going to assume it's underneath some plain stone in the backyard. What goons? Talk about double A? That man is a goon. Good. They sell fabrics and not security systems. The best time is 6 a.m. The guards change shifts, and there are a few minutes when there is no one there. Great. We'll meet you there then. For now, take a rest. You'll need it. I didn't deduce nothing new today. The only thing I got is this poster. Do these spaces accumulate to like how much evidence I actually gathered? Are we gonna solve? Is this gonna be a one and done? Is this not? Am I not gonna have to like need a part 2 for this case? Is it just gonna be, oh, you figure it out? I hope so. Oh, let's go back home. This case is pretty cut and dry, though. I mean, it wasn't. But it made sense that it kept leading back to the mine because the main culprit fucking... it made sense that it kept leading back to the factory because the main culprit... We were following the trail of the killer. Because that's what Abby was following, the trail of the killer. I think I'm about to find something huge. I just need you to get me the case files. Abby, I don't know. Randall has already told you to stop all this. I will be putting my position at risk too. Mariah, this is about my father's death. You know how important this is to me. I'm sorry, Abby. I can't help you. Mariah. Abby, are you ready? Yes. We should go now. Okay. Don't worry, everything will be fine. Yeah, Jared, you just stand watch while me and Eleanor breaking in her uncle's office. It's okay. Are we meeting at her office or we meeting at the lake house? Because I don't want to go to the office if she's not going to be there. This is going to be awkward. I guess we just go straight to the... Come on, it's here. Are you sure there's no one? I'm almost certain, so we'd better be careful. Alright, we're here. Let's hurry up. There must be something here we can use. I thought I saw something down here. Which one is his desk? Oh, he did stop me when I was going through these files last time. There might be something over here. Eureka! Have you found something? A note about the relocation. It may be useful for us. Although, it doesn't appear to have any address on it. I don't think Ernest would be so careless as to leave something like that in plain sight. We have to keep looking. Damn! Who's there? Eleanor. Ethan? Where have you been all this time? We've been looking all over for you. Ethan, it wasn't me who killed Dad. What? Ernest has been lying to you. He's using child labor to decrease expenses of this company. Dad asked me to look him up. When he found out, he went home and killed him. He almost killed me too, but I managed to escape. Eleanor, you have to come back home. We'll sort this out by family. I can't. We must find out where Ernest is hiding the children to bring him to justice. Forget it. Are those children more important than your family? Yes! Because y'all don't care about them. You just proving how much better them children is than you. Are they more important than your siblings? No matter where Ernest has relocated them, you won't find it. Hang on. How do you know Ernest has relocated them? I was about to say that. And then he seemed real, like, detached. Did you know about it? Eleanor, did you know about Ernest? I didn't know. At least, not at the beginning. I found out after the death of father. And you did nothing? If I had done anything, I would have endangered the company and with it our family. I don't want to listen to this anymore. Abby, I'll wait for you at our meeting place. Eleanor. We'll talk once we've sorted this out, Ethan. Damn, I can't keep looking. Fuck! The butler, right? No, Ernest was the uncle. Yeah, Ernest was the guy that I said looked like JJ. J. Jonah Jameson. Where am I going? Can I go back to the house? No. Yeah, they wouldn't want to know that. Oh, good news. Your sister's not a killer, but your uncle is. Oh, let's go back to the cottage. But we already knew his brother was in on it. It ain't no way he running that company and not in on any kind of scam that might be going down in that company. We have to think of something. Jared, do you have the note about the relocation? I thought you took it. I don't have it. I took it. Because of the whole situation, I forgot to give it to you. Well, let's see if we can get something clear out of this note. I'm saying, because we scraping barrels here. As agreed, the coolers have been relocated. The relocation ID code. We have been careful as you told us. Interesting. The receipt. The codes. The code name. The receipt. I just want to know what the code name was. Oh, it's supposed to spell coolers in a cool way. Lame ass. Lame ass. Ernest's warehouse. The location where Ernest is keeping the children there, and the warehouse at the outskirts of Cold Peaks. We got it. You see, Jared, I had a hunch it'd be useful for us. Good thing you're not overlooking anything. We already have an address. Now all we have to do is draw a plan. And what should we do now? Just go there? If the police weren't bribed, we could go tell them. Well, I know one who isn't bought off. You mean Mariah, right? We know she mean Mariah. How long? I want to say till the end of this game, but it's Saturday. Are you doing anything? If you want me to stay longer, I can stay longer. I can either play another game or we could watch some anime. You want to watch some anime? I don't know. I'm just here. If we do that, I'll start another live to watch the anime on. Cause I like tea. So let me know what you feeling. I'm here for you. We could be up all night, Beyonce type shit. But it definitely feel like we getting to the end. You mean Mariah, right? That's right. Although, I should go first and check that the kids are there. After everything that has happened, Ernest may have relocated them again. What are we waiting for? Let's go. Not so fast. Jared, you need to go get Mariah while we investigate the place. Abby, I'm not leaving you high and dry in a moment like this. Abby's right. If anything happens to us, you could go after Ernest. But if we all go, no one will be here. Okay, but please be careful. Don't worry, we'll be fine. When you're ready, let me know. In the meantime, I'll wait here. Alright. Girl, I'm ready. Let's go find them kids. I'm ready. There's no point in waiting. Them kids been waiting to get free for a minute. Oh, I gotta click on her. I thought I could just... Let's talk about Ethan, though. Let's say her out. Are you okay? Yes, I just wanted all of this to be over. Do you think Ethan is implicated too? I don't know. He's always been very concerned about the family. He's strived his whole life so that we do fine. He's not a bad person, but when he got into the family business, stress took a toll. Maybe he didn't say anything in order not to hurt us, but this is not the right way. I do want to see this through. We're gonna see it through. It's okay. We about to go find them kids. We about to go check that warehouse. And if he ain't there, we're gonna have Jared look for him, I guess. It looks like there's nothing around here. They might be in that room in the back. Well, it looks like you're in... Oh, I'm gonna assume this is JJ. Well, it looks like you're not gonna stop until you get to the bottom of this matter. Who's there? In the end, you weren't as useless as I thought, Detective Marlon. You done the hard work for me, as I don't have to go look for the only witness, Ernest. I wonder if you will change your mind once I punch you behind bars. I'm afraid that won't happen, Marlon. Ernest, stop it. We know what you did. It's over. You're right, Eleanor. Oh, he got a Glock! It's over. You see, it took me a lot of effort to raise this empire so that a couple of kids try to finish it off. Effort? Having money to extort people in the lives of those who stand in your way is effort? What do you know of it, innocent little girl? Do you think wealth in this world is achieved by being honest? You took advantage of an accident to get even richer. You're despicable. Taking advantage of an accident? No, little girl. Accidents are just luck of the draw. I wouldn't rely on the luck of the draw to control the future of my company. It was me who caused that accident. Hey, yo, this nigga put out a whole toolie. You didn't just murder your brother, but you also took the lives of 60 people. I had no choice. Edward and Eleanor both were about to spoil the work of a lifetime. But I think it's enough. I'm tired of listening to you. Ernest, don't! Mariah! Put the gun down, Ernest. What the heck? Ernest Taylor, you're under arrest. I've heard enough. I think you don't have enough money or savings for saving you this time. Dang. Abby, are you okay? I was afraid we'd be late. Jared, we're safe and sound thanks to you two. It was no big deal. I told you to be careful. You scared me to death. Mariah, thanks. You're welcome. You know I'd never let anything bad happen to you. When you're ready, we'll go to the station and take your statements. All right. She came through. We was about to get got. Mariah done saved our lives. He was full blown about to empty the whole clip. Because that was the only way we was going to let him get away. Unless you empty the whole clip, your ass is grass. What'll happen to Ernest now? Well, considering this warehouse is his statement, we have enough evidence to put him in jail. And with so many witnesses, it's difficult to get away with it. Does that mean I can go back home? Definitely. As soon as we're done with this, you'll be home. Where the kids? What happened to the children who were here? That's a question Ernest will have to answer. Damn, so we still ain't found the kids? I'm not telling you anything. Don't worry. A few days in prison can be very effective for people like you. Let's go to the station. I think it's time to go. Yes. Just take your statement for a few minutes. You know. All this has made me feel like old times. It's true. I've forgotten we make a great team. You should consider applying for my job at my agency. Although the assistant position is taken. Don't worry, I don't think she can afford to have another employee. You're right. Stop cracking on my expenses before you get fired, Jared. This is your second strike. Hey, that's enough. Well, now seriously. I don't know what happened. What would have happened if you hadn't shown up? There would have been a hole in you. Simple. Your ass would have been grass. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, did Mariah shoot him? It don't look like he shot. He yapping a lot and still not cooperating for somebody that potentially got shot. I really appreciate everything you've done for us. You're welcome. You would have done the same for me. Well, I'll have to Ernest to the police station. See you there. It seems that everything is over. Ernest will be locked up behind bars and Eleanor will be able to return with her family. Although, I wonder what will happen to the killers after all this. At least the release of the children from the mine will help Cole Peaks heal from the injury from the accident. You're right. A lot of people thought their kids were killed in that accident. I'm glad to know that they finally meet again. You know, these last few days have been a great adventure. After all this, looking for lost pets won't be so exciting anymore. Well, it wasn't that bad. Finding Gertrude's cat was quite an odyssey. You're right. Besides, it'll always be exciting if I have you as a partner. Yeah, I think Mariah and Abby were just. Oh, I said that. I said she probably just her old partner on the force. They stopped talking because Mariah wouldn't help Abby swipe some files on her father's case. But I actually don't want this to be over because I want to find out what happened to her daddy. Abby, come on. I'll buy you an ice cream when you're done at the police station. Great. But this time, I would like a huge scoop of ice cream. I think that we've earned it. Okay. Come on, let's go. Abby, what happened to your daddy? Thank you guys for joining. I apologize for the mishap. If you don't know what happened in the beginning, you're gonna have to watch that choppy footage in the beginning again because I definitely am not redoing the intro part. Nope. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for joining me. If you're watching the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when I upload.